Hello everyone, welcome back. With Fontaine upon the horizon being less than a week away, I thought it important to go over the pity system in Genshin Impact for all the new players that will be joining us on our journeys through Teyvat. Today we'll be going over the pity systems for the standard banner, limited character banner, and the weapon banner, as well as offering tips so the new players who come to join Genshin Impact don't make the same mistakes that I or other veteran Genshin Impact players made through our early wishes in Genshin Impact. Let's get right into the video. We're going to kick things off talking about the standard banner, Wanderlust Invocation. This banner uses Acquaint Fates in order to make your wishes, as opposed to the Intertwined Fates that are used on both the weapon and character banners. This banner comes with a maximum pity of 90. What this means is that it will take a maximum of 90 pulls for you to guarantee yourselves a 5-star character or weapon from this banner. But there's a bit of a twist. Come 75 wishes, or 75 pity, characters will see a drastic increase in their odds at obtaining a 5-star character or weapon from this banner. This is known as the soft pity area. And after the 75th wish, the odds to get this 5-star character or weapon will increase each time a player makes a wish on the banner. Now, it is advised for the early players in Genshin Impact to not spend your Primo Gems on this banner, as you get Acquaint Fates throughout the entire story of Genshin Impact through your adventure rank rewards, as the free reward on the Battle Pass, and through systems such as the Varanara Tree and the Sacred Sakura. Therefore, it's best to save your Primo Gems as they are real-life currency conversions into something like the limited character or the weapon banner. The pool of 5 stars available from the standard banner include the characters Dia, Tignari, Kaching, Mona, Chi-Chi, Diluc, and Jean, along with the weapons Amos Bow, Skyward Harp, Skyward Atlas, Skyward Spine, Skyward Pride, Skyward Blade, Lost Prayer to the Sacred Winds, Primordial Jade Winged Spear, and the Wolf's Gravestone. Now, unlike other banners, the standard banner doesn't include a 50-50 system, where you're guaranteed what you want after losing the first 5-star wish. Instead, this banner will roll any single one of these 5 stars for you, which means you could pull any one of these every single time you get a 5-star roll. Next, we have the character banner. This banner is very similar to the standard banner, other than that this banner uses intertwined fates as opposed to using the acquaint fates. Now, intertwined fates are very rarely given out throughout the course of Genshin Impact, being recently introduced as a reward for finishing the Archon quests. This is why it's recommended that players use their Primo Gems towards this banner, as these characters aren't characters you can get all the time, as well as the 4 stars that are rated up. Although you can get them all the time, it is a lot more likely that you'll get them on this banner. Now, this banner also shares the same 90 pity system. At 90 pity, you're guaranteed to get your 5-star character, although here, it can either be the rate up character, or it'll be one of the standard banner characters. This is known as a 50-50. Now, if you do happen to lose your 50-50, and say for example, instead of getting Wanderer, you end up getting Chi-Chi, the next time you get a 5-star from this banner, it will be the guaranteed rate up character, thus being Wanderer. The 4 stars also share a unique pity system on this banner. Let's say for example you weren't to get one of the rate up 4-star characters being Yanfei, Rosaria, or Farazan, and instead you were to get a weapon. If you were not to get one of these rate up 4-star characters, the next time you get a 4-star character, or on the next 10 pull, you will get one of these rate up characters. The final thing to note about the limited character banner is that through the 50-50, you could only lose to other characters from the standard banner pool. The weapons are not included on the limited character banners, and the pity does carry over between both character banners. So if you were to drop 50 wishes on the Wanderer banner and then 40 on the Kokomi banner, that would still be 90 wishes total, and you would likely get your 5-star on whichever banner you were wishing on second, as that's more towards your higher pity. Before I forget, one more final thing to note is that the standard banner and the character banner do not share their pity. Therefore, you can't wish 50 times on the character banner and then wish 40 times on the standard banner to get a 5-star. This is a mistake that I imagine a lot of other Genshin players made when we first got into the game, as it was a lot of our first introductions into a gacha system. For me, I was trying to wish for Venti, and unfortunately, I didn't realize that I was making a mistake spending Primo Gems on the standard banner, and I still to this day do not have Venti on my account. One thing I did forget to mention about the character banner is that pity will carry over to the next iteration of a banner. That means that let's say I drop 40 wishes on the Wanderer banner and I don't happen to hit Wanderer. What this means is that come the next set of character banners, which will be Linny and Yelan, I'll have 40 pity built up towards the 5-star rate on that banner. Therefore, I'll only need to wish a maximum number of 50 more times before getting one of those characters. Lastly, we're going to go over the weapon banner, as this banner has a lot of different systems attached to it. First is that there will always be 2 rate up weapons on the banner, typically the signature weapons or best in slot weapons for the 2 limited characters. Now, unlike the standard and character banner, the weapon banner has a maximum pity of 80, meaning you're guaranteed your 5-star weapon or a 5-star weapon at 80 pity. Whereas soft pity, where the odds start to increase, begins at 65 pity or 65 wishes. One thing the weapon banner offers that the other banners do not is the epitomized path, and this is the opportunity to get a guaranteed 5-star weapon of your choice after losing your 50-52 times. Now, we still call it 50-50, but it's more of like a 33-66, because you are actually capable of losing not only to the other rate up weapon, but to the standard banner weapon pool that we went over earlier. Therefore, there is a chance, unlike the character banner where you only lose your 50-50 once, on the weapon banner you can lose it 2 times before you're guaranteed to hit the weapon that you're looking for. This is why it's advised for players, especially those who are looking to be free-to-play players, to not wish on the weapon banner unless you really want that signature weapon for a character. Otherwise, there's a big chance that you lose a lot of primo gems trying to hit a weapon that may not offer the greatest buff to your character. A final note about the weapon banner is that pity will carry over towards the next banners, much like the character banner, but the epitomized path will not. Therefore, if you're at 1 out of 2 or 2 out of 2 on the weapon banner, once the next weapon banner comes out, regardless of your pity count, this will reset to 0 out of 2. Meaning that if you've grown your epitomized path to, let's say, 2 out of 2, it is strongly recommended that you complete that epitomized path to hit your guaranteed weapon before the next banner comes out. All in all, this has been a beginner's guide to the pity system in Genshin Impact. I hope for new players that are coming in during Fontaine that this guide helps you out a lot and that you're able to score some of those 5-star characters that you really have been looking for. I myself might still try to get Venti the next time he rolls around, but I'm more so focused on starting to save up towards the Natling characters, maybe grab Yelan in 4.0. And for all the veteran Genshin Impact players, I hope your Fontaine wishes go great and we're all able to get the characters that we're looking for from this absolutely beautiful region. But with that being said, I'm going to get up out of here for today, and I will catch you all in the next video. Enjoy Fontaine. So long, everybody.